Traders, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make money using Option Stalker. This is a full-featured platform, and I'm only showing you one tiny little aspect of it. Here you can see a chart of the SPY. There's a nice sell signal. There's a nice buy signal. Right now we're rolling over to a sell signal. But I'm going to show you individual stocks. I do trade the S&P 500. I use a different indicator for that, and man, is it reliable. But right now, the market's been compressing at the top of its range, and it looks ready to roll over. So the intraday volatility has been very, very compressed. So day trading the S&P E-minis has been pretty challenging. But here's how you can find stocks on the move. I'm going to click Custom Search and look at all the fields that you can pick from. It's binary, bullish or bearish for all the indicators. I describe this in detail in my videos. All you have to do is watch the videos, spend some time on it. You'll be able to zero in on anything that you're looking for. But let's keep this video very, very simple. So I'm going to click Option Liquidity, and I rate stocks based on their option liquidity. Lots of people like to trade options. I certainly do. So we're looking for decent option liquidity, and we're looking for stocks that announced earnings, post earnings, after the close yesterday or before the open today. So these stocks are going to have very nice volume because there's news. And I'm going to click stock below, prior day low. I click scan, and there are my search results. If I want to get a few more results, I can bring that option liquidity down, and there are more candidates. If I want fewer results, I can increase that. So I'm going to move this off to the side so that I can click on the symbols and we can view the charts. Now I'm going to go into M5, a 5-minute chart. And by the way, you don't need to subscribe to any data. The data is included with Option Stalker. You don't need to have any special brokerage accounts or any interfaces. This is already included in the platform. So you sign up, you log in, you're ready to go. So we're going to start out with the first stock. I'm not real familiar with it. I believe it's a biotech company. On the screen you can see the buy and sell arrows. Okay, so I would not trade anything right out of the gate on earnings. The stock needs a little bit of time to settle down, and I'm going to add another indicator. It's at the bottom here. It's 1OSI. Now this is set for 10 periods. That's the default. That will work fine for us. And what we're looking for is an agreement between the trading system and this indicator. When it's below zero, we want a short, and we want it to line up with the indicator. There we've got a nice sell signal about 20 minutes after the open, and it conforms to this indicator. That's a beautiful little short. You can see a buy signal right in here, but you have to wait for it to poke up above. So you would get in there, and now that it drops below, you'd stop yourself out. So nothing big there. Here you've got a sell signal. Yes, conforms to this negative reading. Nice little short in here. In here, the stock is really flatlining, but toward the end of the day, you get a nice little buy in here. And just before this big pop, it comes back up above the zero line, so you get a really nice trade here at the end of the day. BOX dropped and pretty much flatlined the rest of the day. You want to have stocks that have some movement and gyration to them. You don't want dead wood. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Crocs got a big drop on the open right here, so let a little bit of time pass. There's your buy signal. Yes, you would enter here because it's above the zero line. Look at that. That's from 25.40 to about 26.40. Really, really nice trade in there. You got a little sell signal in here. Yes, it conforms, but you would stop out here when the indicator goes above zero. So didn't lose any money, didn't make any money. Another really nice little pop here. Okay, take your profits. There's a beautiful sell signal. So right in here, you're getting short, and that's a move from about 26.80 to 25.80, let's say, a $1 move. That is a beauty. If I see anything that's super flat, I'm not interested. Like this one. Falls, give it some time, get a little buy signal in here, falls below, you'd stop out for a break even, and then the stock really does nothing. And you can keep charts like this up in case something does happen, but really wasn't much to it. HPQ, Hewlett Packard, another flatliner. You keep it on your screen, and then all of a sudden you get this nice little sell here. Yes, it conforms for a very long time, and that's a nice move. That's from $20 down to about $19.60. That's a 40-cent move on this stock. These options trade in penny increments. Definitely a nice mover on a percentage basis there. Get a little buy signal here, but oh no, not conforming, so you would not get long there. In fact, in here you're probably trading in about a 2-cent range, so there's nothing there, but there's a nice little buy late in the day. Get a nice little buy right in there. Not much going on. Yeah, you can get long in there. Really not much going on. You get a good little sell late in the day. I'm just going to click through all these symbols because I don't want you to think that this is some kind of fluke. This is what members are using every single day. They may not all use earnings plays. Earnings are great because there's a lot of volatility and a lot of volume in these stocks. So it's easy to get in and out of these positions, but there are so many other searches that you can use to hone in on stocks that you want to trade. They're all in the videos. So here, let the opening kind of run its course. Here you get a little bit of a short, but you stop out right in here for a small loss. You get long there. You would stop out of that right in here. Not much going in this one until later in the day, and that's when you get a really nice move. So you're getting nickel and dimed here early in the day on this one, but man, is that a nice one right there. Because you're long somewhere in the $25 range, and you're out somewhere in the $26 range on this compression. Beautiful stuff. Big move. Super easy to find. What do we have, about 7 or 8 stocks to watch here? That's it. Not many. And I could do the same thing if I went in and took a look at stocks that were above the prior day high. But since the market was a little bit weak today, there's a beautiful sell signal right in there. In, out, nice little short, not much on the close. This is a choppy one. You can tell by these gaps higher. Probably not a very liquid stock. So not much going on with this one. Nothing. I probably would not care to trade that, quite honestly. And this one also very, very patchy. You can still see, there's some decent trades in it, but these big gaps in here tell you that the stock's not very liquid. So I would avoid those. So let's go in and take a look. So again, I just want to show you so many different stocks that you can trade here. Engulfing patterns, capitulation lows, high volume situations, where the stock is relative to its range, buying and selling climaxes, ADX, so much. Watch the videos if you're interested, or subscribe and use this very simple search. There's another simple search that I'm going to show you. There are canned searches within the platform that you can also use. So I'm going to expand this pane a little bit so we can see some symbols. But I would go in and I would select bearish, and then I would use pop bear. I can go in and select bullish stocks and use the same indicators and the same principle to find these trading opportunities. Typically, if I'm looking for a bearish setup and I click pop bear, I'm not going to be too interested in taking bullish trades on it, quite honestly, because by definition, the stock's already telling me that it's weak. So why would I want to try and catch little bounces and get cute with the stock? I'd rather focus on the bearish side. Flatlining, we're going to keep moving on. There's HPQ. All right, here we go. PRTY, Another earnings play, not as liquid. That's why it didn't show up on our previous search. Got a little buy here. You're going to pretty much scratch that on that sell signal right in here. But man, is that a nice sell signal. And it conforms to this indicator as well. There you've got a buy. Beautiful. You're out right in here. Probably a scratch on that if you rode it the whole way. But you get a nice little sell right there. As I mentioned earlier, when you're on this pop bear search, one of my favorite for bearish stocks, pop bull, my favorite bullish canned search that I offer, you wouldn't want to take these. You just want to focus on, if you're looking for bearish trades, stick with the short side. That's how you're going to make money. Crocs we've already seen, Fit we've already seen, just looking for something Save we haven't looked at yet. Here's another example. So only want to take the bearish trades. Don't need to look at the bullish trades. There's my signal. You can see how the stock is weak relative to the market. Beautiful. This little buy arrow here tells you to take profits. That's how I would use it. Nice short here, take profits. Nice short here, take profits. This system combined with this indicator is catching these moves, all of it. And it's so easy. You don't have to guess, should I get out? Is it going to get a little bit lower? Just let the system tell you what to do. That's how it's supposed to work. That's how it works. So you have lots of other canned searches. You can go in. These are strong relative to the market. You can go in and pick bullish ones. I'm just going to go into pop bull. I haven't looked at any of these, so I guess I can just click through a few of them. I'm going to go in. I'm going to click on Shake Shack. That's usually a pretty big mover. And this is bullish. Again, this is bullish. Pop bull. Only looking at the bullish side. Look at that. Take profits there. Okay, got a nice little run in here. Nothing, nothing. All right, might as well keep going. I'll do the remaining 4 on the way up here. A little bit in there, nothing much going on with this one. Again, when you spot lots of movement intraday, then you'll know you're on the right stock. Now, these aren't making any huge moves, so nothing too much going on there. You want to see some drops because that gives the stock an opportunity to rally. So here you get a nice little long in here, then you get a pullback. Get a nice little long here, gets stopped out, and then on the close you get a nice little run here as well. Let's see if I recognize any of these stocks in here. TWLO, I know. That's a biotech. That's a nice little move right in there. And especially when you get a nice buy arrow here and you're taking out the high of the day, that's just adding one more element to your trading. And I'm just going to look down and see if there's anything else that I recognize in here. Not too much. Come in, take the 1 week trial. It doesn't get any easier than this. The arrows are already on the platform. All of the primary indicators that I like to use are toggle on, toggle off at the bottom of the chart. These are all real-time charts. You can look at 5-minute charts, 15-minute, 30-minute, daily charts. Doesn't really matter what your time frame is. We use it for shorter term trading. By the way, there's a chat room. And in the chat room, we're all sharing our trades. That's included with the subscription. So if you're having trouble right now finding trades, let's say you're an S&P trader, which I am, it's been pretty tough during the day. So I've had to lean on stocks more than I normally do. During this compression, come in, try the platform, trade some stocks. You'll always find movement in stocks. And then when the market starts to go, we're going to nail it on the futures. And I'll show you in other videos. In fact, they're in my stalker training area on my website. The indicator I use for trading S&P futures is fantastic. Thank you. I hope.